And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Got a great one lined up. I'm going to show you again. All I'm seeing right now are all these cryptos, at least 2, 3, 4 at a time. They all come together to accomplish something. Look, it's not going to be one crypto is doing this, one crypto is doing that. No, you're going to have a project, an exchange, or whatever it is. You might have 8 cryptos working on one thing. That's what I'm seeing. It's all coming together. I've never, ever seen stuff like this going down in crypto where we've got 5 cryptos working together here, you know? Before it was just there's islands all over the place, and now there's bridges connecting all these islands. That's what I'm seeing. My name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto counselor, none of the above. This show is the worst fucking show to get financial advice or crypto advice from. Just putting that out there. Before every show, I go on serious medication. I'm heavily medicated with narcotics, drugs, roofies, methamphetamine, you name it. I got it in my system right now. Every show I've ever done of any kind. Okay, so there's your disclaimer. Let me see if the show will let me. The first 5 people, Black Ops 9, XRP Flea, Trevor Cronin, Mr. OG, and Michael Motorcycle, and Brian K. MKP right there, Nitro Driven, Michelle. There we go. Let's look right here. Let's start off here. Oh, first thing is, I like getting this put out there right in the beginning. If you're somebody that can't donate, if you're somebody that refuses to donate, great, do this. And every single show, this totally helps. I'm telling you, this totally helps the channel if you do this. Every single show, write the word comment in the top chat. After a show's over, write the word comment in the comment section. Save this show in your favorites on YouTube. And share this video to your own email. Everybody who's watching, do that. People that are not donating at all. Then pick 15 videos, put them on a playlist, and every day just hit play. That way the algorithm will believe that this channel is doing big things, okay? I'd really appreciate that. Other people will appreciate it because what you're going to do is open the algorithm up so other people will be able to see the channel and help them, okay? So there you got that. Let me look here. We're going to start off with something called Redstone. We went over Redstone about a month ago. It didn't have this ability that it has now. It's able to move 100,000 transactions per second. Oh, damn. Or is that per minute? We'll take a look here. Redstone launches what they call Bolt, B-O-L-T. A real-time oracle built for speed on Mega ETH, okay? Redstone has launched a new oracle service. You know what that service will be? Chainlink. And you know what it's tied up with? Ripple, because Chainlink and Ripple are partners. That's what we got going on here. I'll try to prove that evidence later. Let's read the article. Redstone has launched a new oracle service. Chainlink and Ripple, it's called Bolt. It's designed to provide near instant price updates to decentralized applications. Oh, nice. The product is live on the Mega ETH testnet and is designed specifically for blockchains that process data at high speeds, which targets 100,000 transactions per second. Oh, nice. Oracles are tools that send real-world data like asset prices onto blockchains where smart contracts can use them to execute decisions. Many existing oracles use a slower, quote, pull model where smart contracts request data. Redstone uses a push, not a pull model. And don't do any of those Maxine Waters comments about Crypto Hulk. I got something you can push. I'm just like, wow. Redstone Bolt uses a push model that sends updates automatically and faster, reducing the delay between market price changes and when they show up on chain. Bolt is built for real-time performance. It can update prices. Listen to this. It can update a price every 2.4 milliseconds compared to the 10-second intervals in Redstone's existing feeds. When we went over Redstone like a month or two ago, they did not have this. So the prices, you know what a price feed is? Like if somebody buys a bunch of crypto, it'll post in like 10 milliseconds. Now this is posting in 2.4 milliseconds. That's how all this stuff's done. Because Redstone Bolt uses the push model, it can work with many existing DeFi protocols without requiring them to change their code or go through new audits. Now, let me log in as a guest so I can read the comment section here. It looks like the internet went out where I live. So I can't read my own show. I got to log in. Let's go to this one. Okay. Where can you buy Plume? 97 Legend, Calvin. Stephen Morris, Bolt Crypto. And we got the 1970 Legend. I saw a Plume today. Oh, you did? Yeah, somebody was talking about the 24-hour fitness back in the 90s. It's Valley Joe. Valley Joe says, I was listening to your morning show at work, and that's crazy that you worked at the 24-hour fitness on Willow Pass in Concord. I used to work out there in the 90s. I worked out there 88, 89, 90, 91. That was about it. And Curtis Harmon was the manager. Curtis Harmon. That dude was so cool. We'd have like pool parties at his house. I'm telling you, you made a hell of a lot of money. If you worked at a health club in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s, man, you made so much fucking money. Nowadays, memberships are like $10, $25 a month. Back then, memberships like $100 a month. And that was like in 1990 money. In today's money, we're talking like $150, $200 a month. But back in the old days, yeah, 24-hour fitness. But anyway, yeah, the sales guys made back in those days, $50,000. That was a lot of money. 30 years ago, if you made 50 grand, that's probably making 80, 90,000 a year today's money. Something like that or more. Okay. So we went over Redstone is utilizing an Oracle. Let me click out of that and show you. Now, Securitize is mixed up in Redstone. They're helping them. Securitize tokenizes real-world assets. Securitize is a Ripple partner. Ripple has invested in Securitize. Securitize to bring BUIDL, which is now BUIDL, like this starts getting so deep, okay? But it's all the same players. Securitize, which is a Ripple partner, is going to bring BUIDL, which is a BlackRock fund, BUIDL, tokenized funds to DeFi with Redstone price feeds. Whew. So BlackRock has securities. Securitize is going to come in and turn those into tokens and then put them on the DeFi market. And then Redstone is utilizing Chainlink, which I'll show you in a minute. It's just my opinion. They're utilizing Chainlink to broadcast the price of the feeds. If we look here in the article, real world asset tokenization company Securitize has selected Redstone as the primary Oracle provider. Now, it also talks about Apollo Diversified Credit Securitized Fund. So we got a lot of players here to remember. Securitize, Redstone, BlackRock, and Apollo. And then we got to remember the word BIDL because that's the name. Now, Redstone provides cross-chain data feeds for protocols on Ethereum, Avalanche, and Polygon. I'm not going to show the article, but Stellar has something called ALGO, which is a bridge for Ethereum, Avalanche, and Polygon, stuff like that. This article has quite a bit in there. What we're reading here is more about institutions and how they're utilizing the cryptocurrency. Let me go to this Coinbase article. Let me do a copy and a paste. There's a lot here to try to remember. Just remember the cryptos that I talk about and the companies and the funds. Here we have Securitize. It's supported by Coinbase and Ripple. So now you can see Coinbase is getting all mixed up in this. They're giving this project money. Here is your article on how Ripple and Chainlink are partners right here. Let's take a look at that one. Ripple and Chainlink. Ripple has adopted the Chainlink standard to access highly reliable pricing data. Okay, stop. So we know that, I'll show you the evidence, that BlackRock is using Ondo, who's using Axelar, who's using Ripple. So Ripple joined with Chainlink to give price feeds. We know that Securitize is working with Apollo, and Securitize is working with Redstone. And they say they have oracles. They're not telling us right now, but I already showed you who they're working with, because all these are working with Ripple, who's working with Chainlink to give out price feeds. And we know that Chainlink is at 100,000 transactions per second. So those two are partners, Ripple and Chainlink. Let me check the comment section. Right here. Fam Crypto says, what's up, everybody? Institutional custody is coming strong. That's what I'm showing you right now. Wilma Fingerdew, thank you very much. You always are so clean and shaved. What razor and shaver do you use? Wow, I don't know. I forgot. Mark, thank you very much for that tax-free donation. Okay, I think that'll be it for now. Those bridges. Hulk, how do these bridges like Axelar make money? Now you're starting to ask a technical question. All I know is what I do is I look up evidence and I show you what cryptos are working together. I can't break down how these cryptos actually work. You need to talk to somebody who's like a coder or a computer programmer, something like that. That's not my area. I show you the trends and what to invest in, not how all these things break down and work. That's somebody who's more of a technical specialist. So you would need to talk to a software developer at Axelar and ask them questions, because those are that's not my thing. I'm a researcher. I find news and I report it to you. That's it. I'm not a subject matter expert in these cryptos. All right. What we got here is Plume. Now, Plume is all mixed up in this too. Remember I told you about Apollo? Well, here's the name Apollo again. Let's figure out how Apollo fits in with Plume, Redstone, Ripple, Chainlink, Private equity giant Apollo invests in real-world asset platform Plume. There you go. So now Plume is tied into Apollo, who's tied into Redstone and BlackRock. Plume is a blockchain platform for real-world assets. We went over this article yesterday. Plume is a blockchain focused on real-world assets. There it says it again. I'm just repeating what they say. Plume has more than, we went over this article yesterday. Plume has 18 million user wallets and 200 integrated protocols. Very interesting. Now, Plume is working with, let's look at this article here. They're working with Mercado Bitcoin, the same as that Ripple's doing. Let's take a look here at Ripple. New to crypto. Thanks for the hard work, Hulk. Always look forward to your shows and you're funny AF. Well, that's, got to throw in a little comedy there, right? Here's the title of the article. Ripple and Mercado Bitcoin are going to transform crypto-enabled cross-border payments in Brazil. This article is October last year, about 4 or 5 months ago. You got Ripple and a exchange company called Mercado Bitcoin. They partnered together. And Plume is also a member. Let me look right here. So I just showed you that Ripple is a partner with Mercado Bitcoin, and so is Plume. Right there. Plume Network partners with Mercado Bitcoin to tokenize $40 million in real-world assets. They're working in Brazil together. Now we got to talk about Ondo because they're partners with Plume. All these cryptos, I'll show you, they all are pretty much for sale at Caleb and Brown. Ondo Finance and Plume team up to expand real-world asset FI space. So what do we know about Ondo? Well, Ondo's working for BlackRock. So that's only like the biggest financial company in the entire world. Oh, shit. Now, Plume is a partner. I've already shown you connections with Mercado Bitcoin. Ripple's a partner with Plume there. And Ondo Finance right here. Ondo Finance partners with BlackRock for the BUIDL, B-U-I-D-L. We already read this at the beginning about 5 minutes ago. Ondo Finance. So Ondo's a crypto. You can buy that at Caleb and Brown. Right here, Axelar is helping Ondo. There's your evidence for that. It says Ondo Finance and Axelar, they integrate. What is Axelar? It's a bridge. Both of these are Ethereum based. Now look right here. Axelar, that's a Ripple partner. Ta-da. Look right there. XRP Ledger, Ethereum Virtual Machine sidechain, enhancing interoperability with what? The Axelar Bridge. So now we've got Ondo working with Plune, Ripple working with Plune. Then Ondo's working with Axelar. That's another crypto you can buy on Caleb Brown. And Axelar is a Ripple partner. So you can buy XRP, all this stuff you can buy on Caleb and Brown, except that Redstone. I don't think they sell that one. Okay, that little deep dive's over. Let me check some comments and we'll do the next one. So Plume, the all-time high was $2.10. The all-time low is right now all-time low is 8 cents. So right now it's about 81 cents. So somewhere about in the middle. But what I look at is this. I look at Ondo is working for who? The largest financial company in the entire world. Do you know any other cryptos that are really doing that? I'd probably say no. There might be a couple. But one thing we know for certain is that Ondo's working with BlackRock, and that's a crypto that if you got some cash, you're probably going to want to get. Plume is at 15 cents. That's what Stephen Morris says. All right, next, let's take a look at, here we go, another deep dive. We're going to look up Payoneer. Let me do a copy and a paste. Okay, now I'm going to start this one off. I have to kind of tell you beforehand what we got going on. So this is probably going to cause YT to censor a whole bunch of stuff. The channels probably start glitching and all these things. Here's what we got going on. You've got China mixed up in crypto, and they're making it look like China doesn't want any kind of payment, anybody coming in there. That's how they're making it look. Okay. We all know Ripple and China are partners from 2013. I'm going to show all the evidence. We know that Ripple made the Chinese CBDC. No other channel knows any of this information except me. And I'm going to show you the information here in a minute. It's funny how I'm the only one that's got this. Like, I'm just wondering, why does no other channel, are they able to find the information? It's just very interesting. Am I the only one who can find this stuff or something? Like, I just don't understand. But let's start right here. Now, what's interesting about all of this is you've got China now linking up with Israel. That's very bizarre. But what's interesting is, you got the United States. We're supposedly enemies of China, right? Okay. But why did we make the Ripple China? Why did we make Ripple Russia? Like, all these so-called enemies of the United States, we made their crypto. This is what I don't understand. Now, how it looks like on the news and everywhere else, China and Russia are our enemies. But I'm the only channel that shows you Ripple made their crypto. You don't do that for enemies. So are we really enemies? I don't know. I'm just showing you evidence. I don't have the answers. I'm just showing you evidence. Now, we got Israel. Israel's like all by itself. Israel gets pounded and shot and all these things, and China doesn't do shit for them. In fact, China supplies Iran, Iraq, and all these Middle Eastern countries. Now, what's interesting is China and Israel are making deals right now. So look at this. It's like Israel is trying to make deals with the United States, and trying to make deals with China. Israel sells technology to America to get ahead of China. And then guess what? It goes over to China and sells them technology to get ahead of America. So you got Israel playing both sides of the field. See what's up? I'm going to show you this in this article right here. I've got enough truth bombs here to show you. But here's what's weird is the United States made Ripple Israel. Yeah. No other channel has this evidence except me. Let me check the comments. 1970 legend. Gave 20 people memberships. Let me get to that in a minute while they populate. While they're percolating. I'm going to check the comments here there, chubby little buddy. Honestly, the rabbit holes of one world government got me into crypto. Okay, the memberships from 1970 legend. Scott N got a membership. Slippery Pickle got a membership by 1970 legend. As if. Travis Leach, Jennifer Hill. Then we got Larry Linderman got a membership by 1970 legend. Rock Ink Painter. Wild Card Coins got a membership by 1970 legend. Lizalt and Dude's Dessert. Renee McGee got a membership by 1970 legend. Larry Fennerty. Ethan Scholl got a membership by 1970 legend. Paul Talliard. E. Astra Faro King. Good Wild. Justin Rose got a membership by 1970 legend. Then Steve-O, glad to see you here. Moist Ginger, there's that name again. Eric Plott got a membership. And Frenchie Roofer got a membership by 1970 legend. Let's go to the next article topic here. So we got Payoneer. Let me go into this article here. So we've got a supposedly enemy, which is China, and none of this shit makes sense. I'm going over articles right here that this shit doesn't make sense to me, okay? You got China. China doesn't want anything to come into China unless it's Chinese made, okay? But somehow Payoneer finds its way into China. I'm going to show you something here that's very, very interesting. I don't have the answers for it, but it's nonetheless very interesting. Small business focused. So it's focusing on small business. Fintech Payoneer, but China's EasyLink payment company. Now, China doesn't allow shit to go down in China unless they're running shit. So I want you to see, this is a very interesting, not what it appears to be, company. The deal makes Payoneer the third foreign payment platform licensed to offer online payment services in China. They got 4 of them. 4 licensed providers in China with a population of like 1 billion people. We serve a diverse range of companies in China, allowing them to grow their business globally. We are honored to be a licensed payment service provider in China. Oh, I'll bet you are. Let's see what we got. Now, they're working on small business. So what we got going on here is the Chinese party is trying to control the little people. So that's what's going on here right now. They're doing this with Israeli technology. And for what I understand about Israel, they make the best spy equipment, okay? So what's going on is China desperately needs the spy crypto, and Israel is providing it to them. It works out perfectly for them. I feel sorry for the Chinese people. Now, if we look at Payoneer, let's go to Wikipedia. Let's go to the Payoneer page. Payoneer is an American financial service company that provides online money transfer. Very interesting. Payoneer was founded in 2005 by this guy named Yuval Dahl. Yuval is his first name, and then Tal is his second name. He's the guy that started the company. It was owned by Pitney Bowes. I've heard of them. There is a company called Greylock Israel, led an additional $4 million. So right from the beginning, Israel gets into this thing in 2007. So 2 years after Payoneer was founded, Israel comes in and dumps $4 million. This is where the mystery begins. Now, that's in 2007. Now, we know in 2013 is when there's a thing called Ripple Israel. How do I know? Because I'm the only one that has this evidence here. Go to the 1 or the 2 second mark. 1 or the 2 second mark. What do you see? Ripple Israel. Israel's first Ripple gateway. Ta-da! Information no other channel has. Ripple Israel is the first Ripple gateway established in Israel. We provide a service enabling people to transfer their new Israeli shekel and Bitcoins to what? The Ripple network. Pretty fucking clear, right? Now, go to the 5 second mark. Go to that 5 second mark. What do you see? Oh, September 2013. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. Interesting. So now back to Payoneer. Go back to the Payoneer article. Go to where it says history. Go down to 2018. 2018. Former chief economist of Israel. What? His name is Yoel Naveh. Joined the company to lead Payoneer's working capital division. So in 2005, Payoneer was started. 2007, Israel comes in and dumps $4 million. 2007. 6 years later, in 2013, Ripple and Israel joined together. 2013. 5 years later, in 2018, a former chief economist of Israel joins Payoneer. Now, go to December 2019. Payoneer acquired Optil, a German payments orchestration firm. Now, why is that interesting? All of a sudden, now Germany's coming into this. Well, because Ripple's first bank in 2014 was a German company. Here it is, Fedor Bank. Ripple's first bank partner was German. Let me tell you something. One of Ripple's earliest developers, you had David Schwartz, Evan Schwartz, and Rebecca Schwartz. All of them worked at Ripple. Have you ever heard that? No, you haven't, have you? You've heard it on my channel. Because I got the Ripple yearbook. I showed you guys already. Now, you've heard of Codius. That was made by Evan Schwartz and a German guy named Stefan Thomas. Oh, shit, Crypto Hulk. What's with the Germany connection, huh? Now, go down to history. Go to the Payoneer Wikipedia and go to history and go to February 2021. Look at the last paragraph, the last sentence in there. They got some new investors. You know who it was? Fidelity and Franklin Templeton. Now we're talking Ripple and Stellar got into this February 2021. Let me show you the evidence right here. Fidelity, that's a Ripple partner. Let me show you. Ripple partner, FIS, teams up with the clearinghouse to set up payments for U.S. banks. So FIS, that's Fidelity Information System. Let's go to the Wikipedia page of FIS because they invested in Pioneer with all the other Jewish people and the Germans. There's something going on with that. Here's the article right here, FIS. Go to the second paragraph. Okay, what does it say in the first paragraph? Fidelity Information Systems. What does it say in the second paragraph? FIS became the largest processing and payments company in the world. Oh, dang. Now, if we scroll down to mergers, acquisitions, and divestments, we go down to like near the 8th from the bottom, and we see a company called WorldPay. FIS owns that WorldPay, and it's worth $43 billion. What's so important about WorldPay is, they have a Ripple patent. You might want to know this. So basically, Fidelity has a Ripple patent because they own WorldPay. WorldPay has a patent, and it highlights Ripple's role in the blockchain-based settlement services. Now, so that is your Fidelity investment company involved in Payoneer. So there's your Ripple connection. Now, the next one it said was this one right here. It was Franklin Templeton. Franklin Templeton, which I should have. Right here, Franklin Templeton. Here's your evidence for Franklin Templeton. Let me try to send that to you. Franklin Templeton announces the Franklin on-chain U.S. government money fund. Go to the first paragraph. Go to the middle. It says here, it currently utilizes the Stellar blockchain. There you go. Now, what's interesting, so now Stellar is all mixed up in this whole huge thing with Payoneer. Almost every single article I'm reading, I'm showing you all the cryptos that are involved. So this Payoneer is mixed up with Franklin Templeton, which is Stellar. Look at this article right here. Let me send this one to you. This article right here, Franklin Templeton backed firm Ethena to launch a stablecoin with BIDL. This just keeps getting more massive the deeper we go down. Franklin Templeton is using Stellar. Franklin Templeton then launches Ethena stablecoin, which we probably are sure that it's a Stellar stablecoin, and it's working with BIDL. That's BlackRock. Now, BlackRock, we know, is working with Ondo, who's working with Axelar, who's working with Ripple. So basically, we've got Axelar, Ondo, XRP, XLM. See how all these are connected? They're all working together. Okay, lastly, here we go again. Payoneer. We got another Israel connection here. It just never ends. Israel is all over this. Go to Payoneer, go to history, and go to August 2023. It was announced Payoneer had acquired the Israel-based AI platform. It's called Spot. SPOTT. I just want to know, why the hell is Israel coming up 3, 4, 5 times in all this shit? Now, wait, it's not over. Here's your evidence how the Chinese and Israel are partners. I went over this article the other day. Chinese, here we go. The Israel this is in the Jerusalem Post. This article is dated April 7th, 2025. Talks about Israel-China tech collaboration. That means they're working together. This article reads, this is out of the Jerusalem Post, very interesting. All of a sudden now, I have not seen this for about 5 years. I've been in crypto 5 years. I've not seen anything like this at all. You've got Israel now with China, and they're talking about, well, since we work together, it benefits all of humanity. I'm just like, what the fuck is all this? China and Israel, listen to this, share a deep foundation for friendship. What? Having achieved substantial results in friendly exchanges and cooperation across various fields. That I've never heard of, everybody. I've been in crypto for 5 years. Not once have I heard anything like this. That's what I'm saying. I don't have all the answers. I just don't understand what the fuck is going on. Like all of a sudden now, China and Israel are partners and buddy and ass kissers. I don't get it. Here's the next video. I wanted to show you this, Ripple China. Go to the 36-second mark. 36-second mark. What do we got here? It says Ripple China, CNY. You know what the CNY is? The CN is the country code. It means China. You know what the Y stands for? Yuan. Chinese Yuan, 2013. Crypto Hulk, what is this? Ripple made China's money in 2013. That's what this is. No other channel has this. And I think I will call that a wrap. Let me check the comments section. Crypto Hulk showing, this is Scrim de la Creme. Crypto Hulk showing connections and bridges between crypto and financial payers and institutions, all being set up. The switch will flip at some moment, then payday. That's what I'm showing you exactly. You're seeing different countries of the world, Israel, China. You're seeing Ripple China, Ripple Israel. I'm showing you all these connections no other channel has. I can read news to you and report to you like news, like no other channel, because they don't have no evidence. So when I show articles, I have the authority to teach you because the evidence is the authority. I have the evidence to teach you all these things. I have the authority to teach you all these things because I have the evidence nobody has. So when we read articles about China and Payoneer, there's only 4 payment companies in China that are not Chinese. I can show you why Payoneer is all mixed up in that. You got 3 or 4 Israel connections. You got Fidelity, which is a Ripple connection. They're the biggest payment in the world. You got Franklin Templeton, which is a Stellar connection with Payoneer. That's why. And all this goes back 12 years, partnerships with Ripple. What it is it's all the same basic tech. Ripple, Stellar, Chainlink, Axelar. You're going to have Allbridge in there. And they're just going to call it different names. Different companies, no matter what it is. Athena, That's Stellar. Athena is backed by Franklin Templeton, and that was Stellar. So that's why that all works. Because Stellar's got Allbridge, right? And Allbridge is an Ethereum bridge. Connects all the Solana, Ethereum, CeeLo and shit, probably Avalanche and all that. So I'm showing you all these connections with these cryptos, and it doesn't matter what the tariff war is, or look, it don't matter if we have a stock market dump tomorrow. Oh, crypto Hulk, all the crypto prices are jumping. The economy is going to hell. I'm like, so what? Like, I'm showing you what the biggest companies in the world, what cryptos they're using to build the future of finance. And all these are cheap now. And if they get even cheaper, awesome. That's the best thing could happen. Now you can get into it. Because one day you won't be able to get into it. Right now, all these companies, they're using like 3 platforms here, 2 cryptos there, and I'm showing you every one that's connected. You're finding out right now what cryptos are all being hooked up together. How much is Stellar? 30 cents? The articles talked about Stellar. Franklin Templeton has built their tokenization platform using Stellar. This other one uses Ripple. This other one's got Ondo and Axelar. But they're all coming together, aren't they? Yes. So they can build all these platforms with whatever the fuck they want, but you always got to have the 3 cryptos. XDC, XLM, and XRP. But check it out. Those are more bridges. They can't do everything. So that's where Chainlink comes in. Now, Chainlink's an oracle, but guess what? I'm waiting for Ripple to release the main oracle, the smart oracle, and that's Codius. That will take Chainlink and take its lunch right out of its hand. Chainlink is the smart oracle. See, you've got a crypto, smart contract, oracles like Chainlink, but you know what Ripple has? Smart oracle, Codius. It's the king or the god of all the finance, DeFi, crypto, everything. That's what Codius is. It's the most interoperable implementation, they call it. It's an implementation. It's got Google backed. Google's right in there with native client. It's interoperable. It's trusted sandboxed code. So it can speak any single crypto language. And you heard all of it here on Crypto Hulk. Let's see. Fam Crypto, thank you very much, says, got you. Tax-free. You got David gave a donation to Paul Guerra. Paul got one. Let's look at the comment here. Crypto Kin says, like and share with your homies. Thanks for being you, Hulk. And that is it. That will be a wrap for today. Let me close out this window here. And you get off early today, 48 minutes, just straight up deep dive connections. That's all you get. You can't stay here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I don't know if I'm going to make a morning show. The news right now is looking a little slim. So let me check it out. Give me a couple hours. What time do we got here? 5:48 p.m. Pacific time, Thursday, April 10th, 2025. It's almost 6. Give me to about 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. If I don't have something by 8 o'clock p.m., or I probably won't have it. So let me go do a little digging around and see what I can find. And I'll see you. If I don't make one at 7 a.m., there's a good chance I can make one around 10, 11 maybe, 10 or 11 a.m. Pacific time. Maybe I can get some news by then. I don't know, but I'll see you all in my next live stream.